Today I am 22 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and my dog is growling downstairs, so I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. So 22 weeks, wow, that is a lot of weeks, and it's getting close to some really important dates. The 24-week mark has been big for me because I know at that point the pregnancy is viable or whatever. I read that and I've been very stuck on that day, like, wow, that's very meaningful and awesome, you know, to get to that point. And then of course 27 weeks, or a little before 27 weeks, is when the third trimester starts, which is so soon sounding to me because 22 weeks and 27 weeks are not that far apart. Plus, for some reason, the last couple weeks in my mind, I have been a week ahead, which isn't true, but it's like the second I turned 22 weeks, I started thinking in my head, oh, I'm 23 weeks. And I had the same thing last week as well. When I was 21 weeks, I was just thinking 22 weeks for some reason. And I know that's not true, but for some reason, that's where my mind has been. It's been a week ahead. Hold on. Let me get my mind together, because I have pregnancy brain and sometimes I don't really know what I'm saying. So I'm going to start with symptoms, and then I'm going to tell you about my doctor's appointment. So symptoms this week, not so much is new. Mainly I am feeling big, and I am feeling more just like if I'm walking, I get out of breath really fast. And even if I'm just doing things around the house, I get out of breath very fast. My belly is in the way of things when I move around or bend over or sit certain ways, and I am definitely feeling its presence right now. And the baby is kicking a lot and moving a lot, and I'm having a lot of little growing pangs, or just, I don't know if they're that or if they're just little cramps and movements and things. And so it's just, I've been very aware of it being there, because it's definitely there, and it's big and it's heavy, and I can really feel the weight of it. I don't have anything really new. I've been feeling big for a few weeks now, and I don't really have anything else that's new, except for I've really been realizing that I get out of breath, and that's no fun. And the other thing is I have to pee a lot, which has been kind of a thing for a while. I don't know if I said it before, but I have been having to go to the bathroom a lot, which has been no fun, especially when I am out of the house. Like yesterday, I had my graduation, and at a graduation, there's a ton of people and not a lot of bathrooms, and you just kind of have to deal with it, and it was very difficult. I did have to use a porta potty, which I was not happy with, but it was early in the day, so not a lot of people had used it yet, but it was no fun, and that has just sort of been, you know, but that's kind of comes with the territory, is you just have to pee a lot. And usually when I start having to pee, it goes from, hey, I think I have to pee, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna explode unless I pee right now. So there's very little time for me to resolve that. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. The next couple weeks I am going to be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going camping this weekend, and then the week after I'm going to Canada. So I'm going to be doing a lot of sitting in cars and a lot of walking around and sitting in an airplane and all that sort of fun stuff. So we'll see how that whole thing goes, but hopefully it'll be all right. There'll be bathrooms everywhere. And yeah, we'll get through it. So it'll at least be fun, and I'm glad I'm doing it now versus later, because I think at a certain point, and I think we're getting closer and closer to that point, I'm going to not want to do things like that anymore. I'm going to want to stay home, or at least be in nice, you know, air-conditioned places where I don't have to walk and do a lot of stuff, and I can just kind of, you know, relax. So that's sort of how it's going. And then, let's see, the doctor's appointment. I went to a regular doctor's appointment last week. It was different because I had a new doctor every week now. I'm going to be, or not every week, every time I go in, I'm going to have a new doctor. And this is so that at the labor and delivery, if my original doctor is not on call, I guess, or if they can't make it, then they will give me a different doctor. And I guess I understand the idea of it, but it just isn't something that works for me, because when I see a doctor once, I'm not going to make a connection with them. They'll probably read my thing, but they won't know me and talk to me. And by the time it's time for labor delivery, I might sort of remember their face, but I'm not going to have any kind of connection with them. So I'd rather just build a really good connection with all my prenatal care with one doctor and just have someone continuously support me and monitor me all the way through, and then run that risk of having somebody else. But that is not an option to me right now because they don't do it that way. So I will just have to deal with having a different doctor every single time. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to remember every doctor. And so basically whoever is going to be there at labor and delivery will still be a surprise to me, unless it's my first doctor who I had for the first 20 weeks. So we'll see. But I'm not thrilled about that, and I wasn't thrilled at the appointment, even though it was a great doctor. I really liked her, but I just, it wasn't my doctor, and I kind of expressed this to her, and I was not feeling happy about it. I was very upset, actually. Not angry, but just sad about it and anxious about it. And she understood, but she just basically told me that's how it was. But she said maybe in the hospital we can figure out something for more continuity of care. But I don't know. I guess that's just how it is. But besides that, the appointment went well. The baby sounds great. The heart rate is at 160 is what it was at this time. And what else? I have put on 11 pounds so far. They took my blood pressure. That was great. What else? They don't really do anything else. It was one of those really regular ones. There wasn't anything super special about it. But next time I'm going in for my 26-week one, and then I'm going to have to do the glucose test, which I have to drink this really sugary drink, and then they take blood and they test for certain things. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to do the glucose test, and then they're going to also test things like my iron levels and stuff like that, because I might be anemic or something. So that'll be fun. Real big fun. I'm not looking forward to that appointment either, and the greatest part is that I'll have another new doctor at that point, so it's not even going to be somebody I know. It's just going to be a whole new scenario with a new doctor and doing this new thing. And so no thank you, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what's going on. Besides that, it's really not been a very baby-oriented week this past week. With graduation and stuff, it just hasn't been something we've been doing much. We haven't done anything more to the room because it's kind of, there's not that much more we're actually going to do except put like the crib in and put some stuff on the walls and put some lights up, but like, the big painting and stuff is done, so it's really not a ton left to do until we get, I guess, some more of the things that we're going to put in here, and we haven't quite decided on everything yet, so that's still going to come, but probably not for a little while longer. And that's about it, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, I will see you guys again for week 23. Sorry, my cat's at the door, so I keep checking on her because she wants to be in this room. She loves this room. She's obsessed with coming in this room, and I rarely let her, so. Although eventually she's just going to go in and out, but right now it's been, I just don't want her to come in here and get cat hair on everything and mess everything up before it's even finished. So anyway, that is all. I will see you guys again for week 23. Thanks for watching, and bye.